Hello, friends. Today, we bring your attention to an amazing and touching story that happened in the heart of the Caribbean Sea. Imagine a world of tropical paradise beaches where the beauty of the underwater world captivates us with its magical splendor. Our hero, an experienced diver named Brian, embarked on one of his usual underwater adventures, unaware of what was awaiting him. What began as a usual day in the company of colorful fish and incredible sea creatures suddenly turned into a real drama when Brian heard tourists screaming on the shore. The noise caught his attention and led him to the rescue of a small, defenseless dolphin and its mother, who got trapped by poachers. Let's dive into this incredible rescue story together and find out how the diver turned an ordinary day into an incredible adventure. Watch till the end to learn all the details of this fascinating story. The small town of Coral Cove lies in the heart of the Caribbean Sea, among the sun-soaked sandy beaches. Brian had long been living in this tropical paradise and was one of the best scuba diving guides in the area. That day, he had a couple of hours left before the tourists would arrive. So Brian decided to go for a dive in a spot where tourists rarely ventured, but the underwater world never ceased to amaze with its magical beauty. The diver was enjoying the beautiful day in the company of colorful fish and other marine creatures. However, the serene moment in solitude was short-lived, as the man soon heard excited shouts from a small group of tourists on the shore. Brian swam closer and saw that the tourists were pointing at the sharp rocks nearby and shouting something in a foreign language. Sensing trouble, the diver quickly swam towards the rocks and soon heard distressed squeaks coming from them. The experienced diver immediately identified them as the cries of a dolphin. Having reached the rocks, Brian saw that it was a very young dolphin, trapped on the stones and was unable to free itself from its dreadful predicament. Brian carefully freed the dolphin, making sure not to injure it on the sharp rocks, and returned the little creature to the sea. The dolphin squeaked joyfully, circled around the diver a few times, and then playfully waved its tail before disappearing into the boundless sea. Brian smiled, happy that the dolphin didn't get hurt. However, as he was about to return to his explorations, he suddenly saw the young dolphin had come back. Aware of the mischievous nature of these creatures, the diver thought that the animal simply wanted to play with him and decided to spend some more time with the little animal. However, the dolphin was behaving rather strangely. It swam around the man in circles again and then swam in the same direction as before. Brian realized that the dolphin was waiting for him to follow, so he did, doing his best to try and keep up with the swift marine creature. The two of them swam quite a distance, and Brian was already quite tired and starting to regret getting involved in this adventure. However, when the diver emerged from under the water and looked around, he realized that they were in a small cove where people hardly ever went. So it was surprising to see an unfamiliar ship there, especially since it was a very large fishing boat. Any industrial fishing was strictly prohibited in these waters due to the coral reefs with their rare flora and fauna. This meant that they were definitely poachers. Trying to keep a low profile, Brian cautiously continued to swim underwater, following the dolphin until he saw large nets spread near the boat. Many rare and valuable fish species were already caught in those nets. But most importantly, an adult dolphin had become entangled in them and couldn't free itself. Brian immediately rushed to the animal's aid and carefully cut the net entangling its body. During the rescue, the diver realized that it was a female dolphin, and the little dolphin that had been swimming alongside her was probably her baby. Brian helped the dolphin to break free, after which she joyfully cried out, thanking the man for his kindness, and disappeared into the depths with her little baby. Only then did Brian realize that the little dolphin had ended up on the rocks for a reason. It was trying to ask the tourist to help its mother, but ended up trapped itself. Luckily, the experienced diver was nearby and managed to save the brave little dolphin and its mother. As soon as Brian reached the shore, he immediately called the Coast Guard before the poachers could escape. The police arrived very quickly, not giving the poachers a chance to even start the engines of the boat, let alone escape. The criminals were caught red-handed, and the law enforcement officers thanked the diver for his assistance and asked him to help free the marine creatures entangled in the poachers' nets. Thus, Brian spent his entire day helping animals, but he didn't regret it for a second. After all, he managed to save quite a few priceless lives. Friends, that's all for today. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.